Hello Virgo. This is a general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Venus rising for September 2020. If this resonates with you Virgo, then it was for you. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Some of you right now, you seem to be stressing regarding your relationship right now, not even sleeping at night time. Some of you are having stress because you want to be ending a relationship, because there's been some form of betrayal, or somebody's having a mental breakdown here in this relationship. Some of you it's an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Some of you it's a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But it's showing here some of you are going to be moving on over some form of deception here or betrayal. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. Okay. Some of you it could be a marriage. You could be moving home. Some of you it's because you started a new passionate beginning for some of you. Okay. Let's see for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. Virgo, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. A message here for Virgo. Ooh, bottom of the deck, some of you definitely started a passionate new beginning. Could even be with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, you had a new love affair, idea for a new business for some of you. Some of you though, you could be with somebody who is trying to seek the truth. Okay, regarding somebody having a passionate new beginning. This Queen of Swords, if they got air in the chart, they ain't playing, might have air and fire. Okay, and there could be a lot of arguments going on. Okay, some of you may even feel that you've done all you can. Okay, in this relationship. But some of you could even be feeling trapped or suffocated in a relationship. Alright. For some of you it could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. She wants the truth about some passionate new beginning that is taking place here. Okay? This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. If this resonates with you Virgo, please like, share, follow. Wow, you got the 9 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you, they have given up here. You're putting down this burden. You no longer want to be having conflicts or arguing. Before you was determined to go and say you had that strength, that you was determined to or actually see things through. But some of you are kind of getting kind of tired and wore down now. Okay, through these arguments and disagreements that you're going through. That's for some of you. Okay, but when it's turning out reverse like this for some of you, okay, it's actually telling you here Virgo that there's a need for gentleness, both with yourself and with other people here. Okay, some of you need to know your strength. Okay, and remember that kindness and weakness not the same thing. Okay, because somebody might feel, say, is taking your kindness for weakness for some of you. All right, for some of you though, it's also important that you don't beat yourself up here Virgo. Okay, because if you find yourself kind of going through some mental or emotional or physical strength that you kind of feel like I'm getting weaker, okay, because none of us are perfectly strong all the time here Virgo. Okay, you need to allow yourself to lean on someone or something positive. Okay, and you need to know that your strength will return. Everything is a cycle here. Okay, what goes around comes around. Okay, when it concerns your work though here Virgo, you may feel absolutely overwhelmed at your work, and some of you are kind of unsure about where to turn. And if this is the case, talk it through with people in your personal life that you trust. Okay, could even be your partner you need to talk to for some of you. Let them know what you're going through right now. Okay, because after 9 comes 10, and that's when you're going to put down this burden. Okay, for some of you there's no need for you to be like a bull in a china shop. And for some of you, because you're feeling overly whelmed in work and unsure where to turn. For some of you, there's usually a little sense right now, Virgos, in doing multiple things halfway. You know what I mean? Because nothing gets completed. Okay? You're not giving nothing 100%. Okay? And you're jumping onto something else. Okay? Some of you might need help and you need to ask somebody to help you. Okay, don't let pride make it be a fall, you know. Some of you need to just take one hour at a time if you need to. Don't be rushing things. When it concerns your love life, for some of you though, you may be 100% convinced that you're right and your partner is wrong about something. Okay? That indeed may be the case for some of you. But you're not going to force your partner to see your point of view through anger and any kind. You're trying to kind of manipulate them. It ain't going to happen. Okay? If you're right or wrong. Okay? You need to have a gentle approach and stop being so defensive here, Virgo. If it's not you and it's your partner that's going through this, you're dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you need to kind of see your partner's point of view or their actions, why they're doing what they're doing. Some of you though, you need to kind of have a gentle approach instead of a kind of a hot and fast pursuit. It's likely to get you burned now, so be careful. Don't play with a fire sign, she might just burn you. Or him, if they're trying to get their point across and you're not listening here, and you're trying to be like a bull in a china shop here, Virgo, okay? Because when it concerns your finances, alright, it's the same. It could be driving you crazy with fear and worry. Okay, and that ain't gonna help your financial situation by worrying about it. You just draw more to you. So some of you need to stop beating yourself up for being where you are right now, Virgo. Okay? Just take one thing at a time. Ask for help if you need it. Okay? And some of you need to kind of cut your expenses, or for some of you need to increase your income. Okay? You can get through this, Virgo. Okay? But freaking out will hurt instead of help. Okay? Nothing is likely to change overnight. And this is not the time to gamble either, Virgo. Okay? Don't gamble and think everything's going to be alright, because it may not go that way. Okay? Some of you just need to do your best to stay calm and patient. Okay? Because anxiety can be a major problem right now with you right now, Virgo. Especially if you let it overwhelm you. Okay? Some deep breathing, vigorous exercise will actually help you. Okay? For some of you, if you're waiting for an answer on your health, okay, you may have to wait a bit longer. Okay, so don't hesitate to seek support and talk about what is concerning you. Okay, some of you need to release your tension as best as you can. Okay, some of you may even be feeling very spiritual right now. Okay, you may feel that there are too many functional concerns in your life right now to give much attention to your spirit life right now, so your focus is on the physical instead of on your spiritual right now, some of you Virgos. And that would be a big mistake right now for some of you. Okay? Because remember, we're all mind, body and spirit. Alright? For some of you right now though, even if you can muster a few silent moments for yourself, okay, or even for some of you when it concerns you spiritually, to go and say even worship at least once a week. That's a start. Start where you are right now, Virgo. Okay, because some attention to your spirituality is better than none. Okay, no matter what anybody else says or think, you okay, you got to go within to seek the answers that you're looking for and to calm yourself down. Alright? If you don't know that, you know that now. Alright? That's for somebody out there. Right? For some of you though, the 9 of Wands is also saying that you was determined not to give up, but you know, you're determined to be right. For some of you though, you got the 4 of Wands. This could be that you need to rest right now. Take some time out in your home, in your marriage, in your relationship. Because some of you are feeling like you want to give up on your relationship or your marriage right now. Okay? That's for some of you. Alright? because you got the Four of Wands here. The Four of Wands usually speaks about a happy home, happy life. This could be some form of celebration in the home, okay? Some of you could even have got a new home, okay? And you was determined to go and say, fix it, but it's stressing you out right now. For some of you, you're allowing it to stress you out, okay? Because the Four of Wands here also speaks about you actually in a situation where you could be dealing with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they may have this in the chart, okay? But it also indicates that you may be attending a special event for some of you, okay? Some of you, it could be way more fun than you anticipated, alright? So go and have a good time. For some of you, you need to go out and have a good time, okay? Let go of all the stress and pressure that you're putting on yourself, okay? For some of you, it looks like business is also likely to go very well for you at this moment, okay? You should be proud of yourself, okay? And others will be proud of you too, right? But for some of you, you're not it's like all work and no play, okay? Because now it's time for you to rest, okay? Some of you will be, even like I said, moving residence, or you moved home right now, okay? When it concerns your work, things are probably going very well for you, work-wise, for some of you, right? Still, whatever you do, don't take this initial success for granted, alright? And don't expect things to be all smooth sailing because things are good at the moment for you right now, okay? Yes, you've earned your success, okay? But you need to have some fun and some time off, because those who are having too much fun, you need to rest, and those who are resting too much, you need to have some fun. Have that balance, okay? For some of you though, you could be, when it concerns your love life, it can indicate that your relationship's about to become a whole lot more committed for some of you, okay? It could even be including a potential marriage for some of you. So those who are looking for love, Virgos, it can show here some special events or weddings or bar or a commitment ceremony. You could even be attending a wedding, okay? Some of you, it might even be a good place for you to meet someone, okay? If you're single. So if you get invited to something like this and you are single, make a point to go, okay? Because when it concerns your finances though, Virgo, you're likely to be in good shape, okay? And it's likely to get a whole lot better. But it will be a result of your own hard work though, okay? For some of you, you need to just have faith in yourself and keep trying, okay? Because you will reap your rewards, alright? When it concerns your health though, Virgo, like I said, if you're waiting for some form of result from a test, okay, it could be delayed, okay? Well, some of you might even get some good news, okay? And if you are very concerned about your health here, I'm hearing that for some of you, you need to be persistent in trying to find the help you need, okay? When it comes to your spirituality with the Four of Wands here, your friends and family might not agree with your spirituality, but don't let that bother you. That's your walk, okay? You're the one who heard the calling, not them, okay? It's not for everybody, okay? Because they won't see things the way you do, alright? Some of you need to be open to consider inputs though from others. But you must know at the end of the day, ultimately you must and have the right to make up your own mind. Because it's about you. Alright? That's for some of you. For some of you though, you need to kind of accept compliments headed your way with good grace, and be sure to share the credit when it comes to it appropriately, okay? And let's see the outcome here. You got the 5 of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Some of you here have kind of was going through some kind of financial loss, or felt isolated, felt like you have going through some lack of money, or loss of a job, or loss of a relationship. Okay, and like I said, some of you need help and you need to ask for it, and don't think you have to do everything yourself. Okay, some of you who was going through financial difficulties with the 5 of Pentacles here, some of you could have actually now coming out from that. If you're feeling isolated and left out in the past, that you're now coming through that right now. Okay, because the 5 of Pentacles reversed like this, it usually speaks about when you're about to move from feeling not very secure into feeling safer for some of you. Okay, and this could be in a relationship where you're getting more committed. Okay, some of you, because you are beginning to see some concrete new perspectives, this is a very good thing here, because things are getting to be more stable in your life. Okay, because in the recent past, some of you may have felt like you were left out in the cold, as though everyone but you had everything made in, you know what I mean, for them, but you felt like it ain't happening to me. For some of you, your feelings passing now. Okay, your confidence should be beginning to renew now, or you're feeling more better within yourself. When it concerns your work, for some of you may move beyond that point of feeling stuck. Okay, in your job, because new opportunities may be coming up now. Okay, some of you need to move forward with confidence. Okay, because the past loss or end of relationship, end of friendship, lack of money, loss of job, destitution, they're in the past. Okay, you can't unring a bell, it's gone. Things can only get better. Okay, so some of you don't hesitate to move forward with confidence. Okay, just because the past wasn't looking so good doesn't mean the future is. Okay, some of you need to start thinking positive. Okay, and go after what you want and need. All right, when it concerns your love life, for some of you may feel that something has been holding you back, sort of breaking free from you now. Okay, some of you suddenly probably might even feel more open to love right now. More of you might even want to even take more of a chance and be more vulnerable. All right, some of you may even find yourself receiving more love, so you need to be more open. Okay, if you're already committed, the relationship may suddenly draw closer and become more pleasing for both of you. Okay, the only problem this card can point out to me right now, okay, is that your relationship has been built on, or is against the cruel world that you have to deal with here to survive. Okay, if you have an attitude, that must change. Okay, but you're in a world here where you got to be in it, but you don't have to be part of it. All right, for your finances though, Virgo, if you've been worried about your money, it seems as though the worry is about to lift for some of you. Okay, because something's going to come through that allows you to kind of breathe easier. Okay, for some of you, you kind of know through and through that you're going to be all right financially. Okay, just do your part here, Virgo, and don't hesitate to ask for help or advice if you need it. Okay, some of you, your health will be improving as well. Okay, and for some of you, if you think negative about your health, you draw that too. Okay, so think positive and trust that this better health can last. Even if you're feeling better, it can last, and don't think, oh, I'm going to go back to feeling ill again. All right, because you'll draw that too. So if you need to kind of support your health by eating well and exercising when you can, that's for some of you. Okay, but for some of you on the spiritual level here, though, I see that you can see your life improving, and you will begin to find yourself feeling more trusting of the universe, because you know, like, God's answering your prayers. Okay, you just need to give thanks for all that good things and good people in your life right now, Virgo. Okay, some of you need to consider how you might share your spiritual gifts. Okay, something you've been given. Could be a spiritual gift that you've been given, okay? Even if it's that simple as sharing a meaningful story from a childhood, you need to pass it on, okay? But for some of you, it's like it's looking good, okay? You're nearly there. So let's see what happened in the meantime. Alright, what's been going on in the meantime? This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. This resonate with you, Virgo? Please like, share, follow, okay? This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. Because some of you were giving up and you thought you wasn't going to get a new home, and you thought that you were going to be thinking about your financial loss and isolation and feeling left out in the cold. But things are turning around for you, Virgo, okay? Tell me about this 9. Oh, that's too many. Tell me about this 9 of Wands here for Virgo. What's been going on in between? Why you felt like you wanted to give up? Whoa. Okay. You've got the 7 of Coins and the 8 of Coins. So yes, some of you were waiting to work at this. Okay. And you've got the King of Coins and the Page of Coins. So some of you could even be working with your child, working with your marriage. Okay. For some of you, you've got the Magician and the Fool. So some of you will be starting a new beginning. Okay. Because you manifested this. Alright. That's for some of you. So you've got the 4 of Wands here, where you're happy home. You're working with your home, your new home for some of you, with your children. Some of you here, you're starting a new relationship. You manifest to come out of these financial difficulties and isolation. Alright. For some of you, you focus on your pentacles. Okay. You focus on your work. You focus on your marriage, your home, okay? Some of you are looking good, like I said. You manifested coming out from this. You nearly gave up and thinking that you wasn't going to get a new home. Some of you was going to give up on your relationship, okay? But now it's becoming more stable and more committed, okay? Looking good. Remember, we have to go through some of these things right now, Virgo, but you're looking good. All I can say, you know what I mean? You've gone through the worst. Some of you could have been a player in the past year, okay? Somebody could have been working with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, all right? Because you've got the King of Cups here. You might even have water in your chart, because this is the opposite of you here, Virgo, okay? Some of you could have been wanting to give up on somebody who's working with, and this could have been a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, all right? This person could have been very selfish, all about themselves, all right? Not looking to offer any form of love, all right? Because for some of you, with this King of Cups here reversed like this, all right? It's also speaking about somebody here who's the energy, male or female, is out of balance, okay? For some of you, it speaks about this person could even be inspiring you to go and say do something different, okay? Could be some emotional outburst that you could be having at work for some of you. This could be the person you could be dealing with that could be very unsettling. They could be having the emotional outbursts in the working environment, okay? Vice versa, you'll know which one resonates with you, okay? But after some time though, everyone involved should have learned something positive, okay? Especially about the situation here. Could be somebody you're having arguments in work where you want to give up on, okay? Some of you want to give up work, okay? Some of you though, you need to don't take this outburst personally if it's directed at you in the working environment, okay? From this person, okay? But it just shows here you need to get to the bottom of it, whatever it is, right? For the home, you got the Judgment reversed. Some of you may want to return back to a committed relationship or back to your marriage or your home with the Judgment card here, because some of you could have even been burying your head in the sand, okay? For some of you, it could be the point here with this Judgment card that after you could have walked away from a relationship, you now want to return. You might want to now put the hard work in that you should have been putting in before, and that's what's making your relationship more stable. Some of you right now, you could be even to the point that you was kind of very stressed out, okay, and you couldn't actually see the woods between the trees for some of you. All right. And for some of you, with the Judgment card here reversed like this, it also speaks about jumping to conclusions as well as decisions, okay? Because this person could have jumped to some form of decision, or you could have done, okay, regarding some decisions that you hastily made, okay? Because if you are prone to such things, Virgo, this is a clear signal to slow down, okay? And give things more thought and give people more chances, okay? Because this could be a real time now for some of you for a spiritual awakening, okay? For some of you though, it doesn't mean that you need to judge someone or something, okay? Particularly when judgment is reversed, decision has already been made, okay? And that is for you to go and say, be getting some news regarding working with your child or working on your relationship, okay, working on your home for some of you, okay. Some of you need to look carefully how you're making your decision though, okay, because if you're the kind of one to kind of jump to conclusions, you need to change this, okay. If others are making these kind of decisions about you or about someone you care for, there's really very little you can do about that, okay, apart from realizing that that's their problem, not yours, okay. Sometimes even judgment which looks at first to be completely unfair actually works out to be for your highest good here, Virgo. So control what you can and ignore the rest, okay. And for some of you regarding your work, okay, know that things may be changing at work too, okay. And if you want to keep your job as long as possible, you need to also behave as though you know every moment you're there, you're being watched, okay. This is an important time to put in extra effort for some of you, okay. That's for some of you. And if you've been working hard, like I see you have, your work will pay off, okay. But if you've been slacking off, now is the time to get with the program here. For any permanent damage is kind of done, all right. For some of you though, if you should lose your job, okay, and the wheels may have been put into motion for that long before you drew this card, or long before this lockdown for some of you, okay, know that you're being moved to a situation that much better for you, okay. So take one step at a time right now, okay. Because when it even concerns your love life right now here, Virgo, it's coming to a make or break period for an existing relationship, because it's someone you live with, that you got children with, okay. For some of you, you and the people around you may be in the process of changing, okay. So don't cling tightly to the status quo, all right. So if you're looking for love, or you draw judgment reversed like this, especially when it's with their family and relationships, okay, that's for some of you, okay. Some of you need to not cling too tightly to it, like I said, all right. Because if you're looking for love, right, regarding someone you have an eye on, a new relationship for some of you, you may welcome about in the near future. But some of you still need to take steps to make sure that you aren't leaping to conclusions here, positive or negative, okay, about your new love or vice versa. It's just like slow and steady wins the race here, Virgo, okay. So some of you need to cut out the judgment, or the person you're dealing with could be judging you, okay. Some of you could have been a player in the past here, all right, and you want to go and say put that down now and just focus on your work, all right. But for some of you though, you need to don't beat your head against a brick wall, as they say. Take one step at a time. Because if a decision's been made already, okay, and it's not in your direction, okay, we might need to find another way. All right, because there's always more than one way to accomplish a goal here. Like the old man, I used to always hear there's more than one way to skin a cat, and I can't understand why somebody would want to skin a cat. You know what I mean? For some of you still, when it concerns your health, all right, it's about accepting that it's okay for you to make mistakes or to even be wrong on occasions, okay? But for some of you need to stop fighting change and accept the past is over, and that letting go of anger and over the past will help you to feel better, okay? Let go, let God, all right? Start thinking positive, let go of whatever. If you were a player in the past, you need to let it go, okay? And change it around, all right? For some of you though, when it concerns your spirituality though, you need to be more open to new ideas, new experiences. Stop closing yourself off, okay? That doesn't mean that you should just change everything willy-nilly and get rid of your spiritual practice that comforts you completely. No, okay? You take the good, you leave the bad. Alright? For some of you though, it saved you by the tower because you're trying to avoid a tower moment here. Okay? You manifested trying to, because you're coming out from isolation, left out in the cold, and with a tower moment here, this is something that you was trying to avoid. Alright? A breakup, an ending. That's for some of you. Alright? Because the tower here is actually speaking about somebody here who's, yeah, like I said, just trying to avoid a tower moment. Could have been with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Somebody might even want to return that was a player. Okay? Some of you, you're letting go of that and not longer keep bringing up the past of you being with a player that was playing you at some point. Okay? Or you might even want your partner to stop bringing up the past. Okay? That's for some of you, right? But for some of you though, when it concerns this tower here, it's about change. Alright, because like I said, some of you need to change. Okay? For some of you though, it's time to roll with the changes. Okay? Some of you are holding on too tightly to things or people. Okay? And in doing so, you could create some serious difficulties for you or your loved one right now. Okay, you got to let go, let God. Okay? What's gone is gone. You can't unring a bell. Keep hearing that. It's also speaking about is a possibility that some people or situation that you counted of being there for you, they may no longer be there for you right now. Okay, Virgo? But you need to try not to overthink this. It doesn't have to indicate a major horrible change in your life. It's just some change. You need to stay mindful of the reality. Okay? You either already have or can get all the resources you need to deal with life and do what you need to do right now. Okay? Let go, let God. I keep hearing that too. Let go of this tower among arguments. Okay? Because some of you right now could even be around work for some of you. People around you, maybe they're unusually stressed right now and argumentative, or there could be some misunderstandings going to happen a lot around you right now. Okay, because a lot of people are going through some stressful times right now. Okay, but it's important that you don't take it personally. Okay, because it's not about you, Virgo, it's what's going on with them, and you need to ask a bit more questions to find out what the problem is to solve it. Some of you though, you need to don't involve yourself in the conflict, especially when it doesn't concern you. It's not your circus, not your monkey. Okay, some of you need to let your ego not take over here. Okay, because some of you right now is especially critical to think before you speak, right? Because when it concerns your love life right now, It's very intense, I can feel. Okay? Very intense. And for some of you, it's showing here that your relationship does need more work. You probably need more communication. If it's to survive here, you need to speak more, Virgo. You know, and you need to think positively and start focusing on changing your partner, because some of you are trying to change your partner. Okay? Some of you need to consider how you're contributing to the situation here, Virgo. Okay? In ways which you can improve your own part of the relationship. Like I said, some of you just need to take one step at a time and don't lose your cool here. Alright? Because when it concerns your finances, like I said, don't gamble. Don't invest your money on some risky investments right now. Okay? Or for some of you, don't even expect a lottery win right now. Alright? Because remember, you're just coming out from financial loss and isolation. Okay? You're coming back now. Okay? For some of you, you wouldn't be making anything better by avoiding issues. Okay? Because if you've got any problems, you need to deal with any problems in a straightforward manner right now, Virgo. Okay? So if you need help figuring things out financially, some of you, like I said, you don't hesitate to ask for it, you know? But for some of you, when it concerns your health, okay, it's important in the next few days for you to be careful, to pay particular attention to what you're doing in situations which could be dangerous, okay, like perhaps driving or mowing the lawn, or you know what I mean, something that an accident could take place. So be careful in the next few days, okay, and stay steady and know that this too will pass. Alright, it's time to keep a positive attitude here, Virgo, as much as possible, regardless of what's happening around you. Count your blessings, okay, Virgo, and don't take things personally, which are not personal, because it's usually somebody else going through something here. Okay, some of you need a new understanding and insight may come to you in the blink of an eye, that it makes sense, like you have your aha moment, that you realize, say, that it's not your issue, it's not your circus, and it's not your monkey. Okay? But so for some of you, though, you are in a relationship. Some of you are single and financially stable. Okay? You could be working with somebody who's very not in control of their emotions. It could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Okay? Or a Scorpio, yeah. It's coming up strong. Scorpio's coming up very strong with the Tower as well as the Judgment, and the Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer male here. Okay? That's for some of you. Alright? For some of you, though, who is kind of dealing with somebody like this King of Cups here who's reversed. Okay? If it's not you, Virgo, you may have somebody around you who may have this in your chart, or somebody that you could be working with that may have this in their chart. Alright? But this person is not used, is very overly emotional. Okay? Especially when he's reversed like this. Alright? And they may even wanting to return, and you're trying to avoid a Tower moment here. Okay? That's for some of you. Because this person kind of lacks business skills and courage. This person is very weak, overly emotional. Okay? Very dependent on others. Okay? This person could even be henpecked, or uses drinks or drugs to build up Dutch courage. Okay? This could even be somebody you're working with. Okay? This is a person, because it's like, say, with the King of Cups here reversed like this. Alright? This person is probably feeling sorry for themselves. Okay? And you seem to a person that gets in his own way. A lazy person. A parasite. Okay? This person will find somebody to live off. Okay? The only thing he loves is himself. He looks for victims and not a lover. This person is very jealous. They lie. They're very deceptive. They're even a swindler or a stalker or a two-timer for some of you. Okay? But they're very obsessive. Could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. that you need to give up working with, okay? Because some of you will be returning to your marriage or relationship. So if you were stepping out with a water sign, for some of you Virgos, okay, some of you could be returning back to your marriage or your relationship. It could be with either a fire sign or a Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus. That's for some of you, all right? But judgment also speaks about somebody here that could be very, what's the word I was using here? The judgment here, all right? So about Virgo, for some of you, like I said, okay, you will be kind of, it's like cause and effect, all right? Some negative karma could be coming for either you or this person you're dealing with, okay? For some of you though, not taking responsibility. If you've got water in your chart, some of you ain't taking responsibility, okay, for your past actions, okay? Some of you are blaming others for your problems, okay? Some of you are not standing on your own 2 feet, all right? Or this person isn't, because there's some bad news that may be on its way here for this person, okay? Because this person is not wanting to hear the truth here, okay? It seems like he's trying to speak to him, he's falling on deaf ears, okay? Some of you need to pick yourself up, dust yourself down and start all over again. Because some of you may refuse to get up and get going. Some of you are making some bad judgment here, alright? Because judgment goes against you here. There's a need for a fresh new start, alright? Things that fell to pieces need to be resurrected. Some of you are hiding your head in the sand, not wanting to take the blame or responsibility for your players' ways, okay? Some of you, if your life purpose has come to an end, remember, each day is a new beginning. It's time to turn over a new leaf. So even if your work here has come to an end and you have to put down this burden because of what's going on right now, okay? And some of you, like I said, you went through financial difficulties, feeling left out in the cold, but with the tower here reversed like this, like I said, some of you here are trying to avoid a tower moment, okay? Because some of you here at this moment with the tower, some of you right now could be dealing with a Scorpio. Some of you could be going through a situation here with this tower that you actually going through some form of breakdown, okay? Some of you need to kind of break through some kind of shell shock that you're coming out from. Could have had a tower moment where it felt like the rug was pulled from under your feet for some of you, okay? It was an unexpected turn of events for some of you, all right? But for some of you could be, like I said, decorating your home because you're just moving to a new home, okay? For some of you, it's like you need to kind of reclaim, balance, calm down and let the waters of life settle right now, okay? Some of you may be even getting some new understanding brought through some form of earth-shattering news that you experienced, okay? But a lot of it's self-imposed. Some of you have exiled or retreated, okay? Or feel like that you've been left out in the cold and treated that way, but it's like self-punishment for some of you. For some of you, it's been a disruptive or even sudden change, okay? Remember, after every storm, the sun does come out afterwards. Some of you though, you need to kind of regain some emotional stability and allow things to settle down. Past mistakes or opinions of others may have left you stunned, but now it's a good time to rebuild and know that the storm of life are past now, okay? Because it'll either make you or break you for some of you, all right? So let me just pull some love for Virgo. If this resonates with you, Virgo, please like, share, follow. I didn't even expect to go this long, actually, Virgo. Went a bit longer than I would have done. Alright, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Venus. You might even know somebody who's going through this. You've got, deep in your heart, you already know the answer to do what feels right here, Virgo. Okay, if you already know the answer here, because some of you, like I said, you're trying to avoid a tower moment. Some of you have come out from a tower moment where you felt the rug was pulled from under your feet, but you're getting out of that now. Okay, you're recovering from that. All right, let's see what other message here for Virgo. You've got, it's important right now to take it's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone, Virgo. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give it to yourself. That's for somebody out here, okay? Some of you just need time out. Like I said, you need to take a break. Some of you need some rest, okay? Because, overthinking. You've also got, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the event in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed here. Okay, everything happened for a reason. All right, bottom of the deck, I don't even know who's this for, but I'll take it. Right, you've got, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always reunited. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay? So, some of you right now, even if you're apart from your partner, okay? Some of you, like I said, could be spending too much time being a workaholic. Okay? And for some of you, it's emotionally draining. Or you feel emotionally drained. Some of you was a player in the past and you're putting that behind and you want to reconciliate with your partner or your marriage or whoever you're living with, because you're just trying to avoid a tower moment here. Okay, some of you are starting a new beginning. For some of you, let me pull a card from Believe in Yourself for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. What other message does Virgo need to know? You've got Castle. It's time for healing, not for war. Like I said, some of you could be losing a bit impatient here. You need to be more patient. And at the bottom of the deck, you got Bitch Fire here. Stand up for yourself here, Virgos. Alright? Because you could be dealing with somebody here who's attacking you. Okay? You need to defend yourself. Okay? But in a nice way, not in a toxic way, because you want something to think positive, not negative. Okay? So I'm going to read that to you now. Bitch Fire. Stand up for yourself. Alright. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. If this resonates with you, Virgo, please like, share. Those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Stand up for yourself. There's no better way to say it. Someone in your life is trying to burn you at the stake. Maybe you didn't give them something they wanted, or you didn't let them get away with their bad behavior. Either way, they're trying to ruin your reputation. Rest assured, your reputation will stay intact. Silence can be effective, but this is not that kind of situation. Get loud and let them have a taste of your bitch fire, Virgo. This could be with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer male for some of you. Okay? Well, either way, you'll know which one it is. Vice versa. Now, you also got here Castle. Okay? It's time for healing, not war. Okay? Like I said, if you can avoid it, prevention is better than the cure for some of you right now. For some of you, it's time for healing, not war. Don't burn something down to the ground unless you have a plan to build something better in its place. But it's too late for that, isn't it, Virgo? You got angry. You pointed fingers. You called for war. And a war was exactly what you got. Now that is the time for healing and reparation. What's your plan, Virgo? You need to take the same initiative and determination you had when it started and figure it out. Never neglect your intuition. Okay? Your gut feeling tells you, listen. Do listen, Virgo. Okay? Because I always hear that in my head right now. Who can't hear must feel. Alright? This is for Virgos, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. If this resonates with you, Virgo, please like, share, follow. I send you love and light. Namaste.